that let us not divide ourselves in Shias and Sunnis and Adabis and all that. Let us become the followers of Quran and Ahlul Bayt, as was declared by none other than Prophet himself sallallahu alaihi wasallam at the place of Ghadir Khum, that I may not be available the next year. I may not be in a position to deliver lectures again next year. But let you people, I am just leaving two things among you, that is the holy book of Allah, Quran Kareem. Allahur Rahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. The poet of East, none other than Dr. Sir Muhammad Iqbal has said, Juda ho deen siyasat se to reh jati hai changizi. Let me put it in English. He says that if the politics is not amalgamated with the belief, the religion one has, it becomes tyranny. It becomes barbarism. It becomes totalitarianism. So, religion has to be taken in consideration while doing politics. And that politics in the present day circumstances says, once again I have to quote Dr. Sir Iqbal, he says, Tehran agar ho alime Muslim ka Geneva, mumkin hai ki taqdeer umam badal jaye. That's to say, that in case the Muslim Ummah of the world join together hands and make their leader from Iran, Tehran, who has in a very recent past proved that he is not afraid of the worldly powers. If he is afraid of, if he loves, and if his community loves, it's only Allah and his faith, Deen Islam. That religion, that Islam, which was once for all saved from the tyranny, from barbarism, by none other than his own son, the son of Fatima al-Zahra, alayhi salatu wasalam, Imam Hussain, who martyred his life with all his family members, numbering 72 in Karbala, only to say that honorable death is a blessing from Allah. And the life which is under threat, which is given by somebody other than who claims to be that I am giving you the life that is insulting life. So Hussain said that if we unite, if we fight against tyranny, against barbarism, against unlawfulness, against the religious beliefs, the basic fundamentals of Islam, then we no more are Muslim. If we fight against it, then we are the real Muslims. This is the day, the 10th of Muharram. Some 1400 years back, Imam Hussain proved his self and his descendancy from the Prophet ﷺ and his Ahlul Bayt and his rewarded companions about which we call Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhu. It has always been proved that once we are united against falsehood, and when we talk about of righteousness and truthfulness, then we will have to sacrifice our lives, as did Imam Hussain ﷺ and his companions in the desert of Karbala, when they were not given even a single drop of water, but they didn't care about the unavailability of water, on unavailability of samani harb, what we call. They fought until the end, until the last drop of their blood, sacred blood I should say, that dropped on the soil of Karbala, and that gave Karbala a history that will never be forgotten. Today's time demands from us that let us not divide ourselves in Shias and Sunnis and Adabis and all that. Let us become the followers of Quran and Ahlul Bayt, as was declared by none other than Prophet himself sallallahu alaihi wasallam at the place of Ghadir Khum, that I may not be available the next year. I may not be in a position to deliver lectures again next year, but let you people, I am just leaving two things among you, that is the holy book of Allah, Quran Kareem, and my family members, Ahlul Bayt. Hold up them, take hold of the Quran and Ahlul Bayt. Let us leave our small things on which we on day-to-day basis carry. Let us leave all them. Let us unite, let us remember, let us remind ourselves the message of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam on the day of Ghadir Khum, when he said, what I am leaving among you, so that you are not misled. Unfortunately, I should say that we divide ourselves nowadays among Shias and Sunnis. But let me call it, what was the message of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Was La Sharqiya, La Gharbiya, Islamia. Today, in our Kashmir also, and at most places of India as well, people from other sect who call themselves Sunnis, they too have united together and they feed the mourners, which we call as Azadar. But in English I have to say that they are mourners, but Sunnis have been feeding them, helping them and providing them water and other things when they mourn. Let me appeal to everyone. Let us take two couplets of Allama Iqbal, the poet of peace, into consideration. That is, first of all, that Judahuddin siyasat se to reh jati hai Changizi. But I will have to talk politics today. Politics in the sense that let us unite ourselves and fight against the falsehood, so that this righteousness prevails for all the time to come, so that no power on earth dominate us, enslave us, and dictate terms upon us. Wassalam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.